right? And that's why I tell people that what people call overwhelm is that your spirit has gone under the problem. As long as your spirit is above the problem, you can recover, because you can command it, you can grow out of it. But once your spirit is broken and goes below the issue, it will take God for you to. So when you see people never bounce back, their spirit went below. Because your spirit is not supposed to be below chaos. Your spirit is supposed to be perpetually above the chaos. And then if you're above, you can see it for what it is and now bounce back. Right. And so what I tell people is that, and my clients, I first walk them through the 5 core stages of grief, right? For them to understand where they're at. So the first stage is denial. Well, I mean, when it happened, you didn't live in denial. Oh, you know, money's going to come. I mean, I can't remember the platform that my wife was on that period that she was doing on behalf of the family, and they were paying the money. She would put the money, they would pay the money, put the money, they would pay them. Everything looks perfect. They were even talking about other Ponzi scheme, that this one's a Ponzi scheme. They had products and blah, 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 blah. And, you know, instinctively, because I'm not really a numbers person, I was saying to her, I said to her, pull your funds out of this thing, you know, and she was like, no. And then the thing went boom. I mean, it affected my wife in a bad way that I've never seen her before, right? And so, but then the first thing is denial. They were, don't worry, it was a hack. They hit the platform. It's going to come back. Everybody was saying all kinds of things. So you live in denial, right? And then once you wear out from the face of denial, you get into anger, right? And then once you begin to get into anger, right? And at that level, you are angry at yourself. Say, why did I not say this? You know, how did I miss this? Right? I could have said no. I could have. I mean, I had an instinct. Somebody warned me. You know, how come? You know, you are angry at your brilliance, because, you know, when you are someone that everything has worked for, you know, you could literally predict the market. You know when to put money. You know when to take out money. You have this false invincibility that makes people start calling you oracle. They will say you are a prophet. You know how things. You are a son of Issachar if they are in the religious space, and so it makes you feel, you know, God has actually called me in. It's a calling for me. It's a trade for others. I can't fail. I pay my tithes.
I sow my seed.
I sow my seed. So it's impossible. I'm supernaturally insured. Unfortunately, the market does not understand supernatural because the market is a trade, right? And so people move away from that, you know, and then they move into bargaining, you know, and then at that, they think, okay, this is a reality. What do we do now? Where do we start from? And they look at the magnitude of what they are owing. Where are they even going to start from? Right? They've forgotten that the capacity to do big transactions means that your soul has actually become very liberal and has grown to the level of that big transaction.
Wow.
Right? And so everybody they talk to, they begin to give them, the people that have no right to be talking to them, starts to talk to them. They will tell them, you know what, you may have to start with Uber. Start driving Uber, at least to keep ends meet. You know, they will start telling them, you know, to do funny things that takes them far away from. So they are, on one hand, they're dealing with shame. So people that used to know them, these are people who go to club and then they can pay for everybody. Then you are doing Uber. Then you are carrying the people that used to know you. Then you are wearing dark sunshade. You know, that is messing them up. And that takes them to first stage, for which is depression. Right? At the level of depression is where suicide ideation now comes. To say, see, would it not be better to end it? Would it not be better to run away? Would it not be better to do this? Because you can't, you know, it's like it's a bad dream. Wake me up is what you are saying to yourself every day. Wake me up. I mean, this is not me. And you are seeing the people that you used to ball together, they are still balling, right? And they are not even making effort to help you and say, okay, take this, take that.
They don't even want to be associated with you anymore.
And they are even the ones telling people, it's over for her. We knew it was going to come to this. And then your name, and you know, especially if you are vocal and your superpower is your ability to communicate your solutions, you are now missing on the radar.